Hello. I want to talk today about what we call Afrocentrism, pro-blackness, and black pride. When you see Afrocentrism and Afrocentric people and pro-black people and people who indulge in black pride, what you are seeing are people who are a little more aware of a certain aspect of their subconscious mind than other black people. Just a little bit more aware of a certain aspect of the subconscious mind. This part of the subconscious mind is not as deep, and it's not easy to recognize what exactly is going on in the mind. This part of the mind is still not quite conscious. It's just not as subconscious as other parts of the subconscious mind, because there are different and many different layers to the subconscious mind. So these people that we call Afrocentric people, they recognize their own black shame, and they decide to hide that shame and disguise that shame with strong pride. The reason why is that they hide the pride and disguise it. They hide the shame. I'm so sorry. They hide the shame and disguise the shame is because they are ashamed of being ashamed. So you're ashamed, and you're ashamed of being ashamed. The reason why they're ashamed is that they were taught that being a certain way, they were taught that being ashamed of their blackness, or not liking their blackness, or doing certain things, or saying certain things that shows anything but black pride is a betrayal or selling out of their own people or of their own race. So they disguise it out of fear. They hide it and disguise it out of fear of being rejected by their own community. So pro-black people and Afrocentric people, they too are self-hating, and they too carry black shame. They just aren't fully aware of it. And the parts of it that they are somewhat aware of, and they're somewhat aware of it, because earlier I mentioned that this is just a certain layer of the subconscious mind that is not as deep and hidden as other layers of the subconscious mind. So this is a more outer layer of the subconscious mind that is somewhat conscious, but not as conscious. Okay? And so they are somewhat aware of it, and then they go into deep denial of that what they're somewhat aware of. It's like it's there, but they're not sure if it's there, but it's some kind of there, so they're just in denial about it. So they go into denial, go into deep denial, and disguise it with pride. So most of what we call black pride is actually disguised shame. Now, the people who are obviously self-hating, the people that we call out, the people in the black community that they call out for being self-hating, these people they're more aware of their self-hate. Some of them, very few of them, acknowledge it, but most of them are in denial of it. So this is the people who aren't pro-black and who are considered sellouts. And then you have some of them more in the middle about it. But the Afrocentric people and the pro-black people are the people who fool everyone into thinking that they are more self-loving than other black people, but this is not actually what it is. They've just, like I said before, recognized they for whatever reason, certain aspect of their personality causes them, of course certain aspect of their mind and their being causes them to be somewhat more aware of the subconscious, and that's just the part of the subconscious that is ashamed. So they disguised it, that shame, they hide and disguise the shame with what they call pride. But there are no opposites in this universe. A lot of the times, pride and shame is the same thing. Thank you.